And this was the winning moment for the hometown heroes, the Multan Sultans. Abbas Afridi, he sticks it out and manages to get his side home, defending a few runs at the end there, but they got home by 3 runs in the end. What a way for the young man to hold his nerve. The Multan Sultans, they win by 3 runs ahead of the Karachi Kings, and devastation for the Karachi Kings fans who, at all intents and purposes, thought they probably might have had that one in the bag. What an incredible going it was by the Multan Sultans. As we look back at the match summary as to exactly what happened, it was just an absolutely incredible win for the Multan Sultans. I mean, it was just wonderful that they managed to get that win across. As we look at the match summary there, well, James Vince, he looked like he was going to take it close with 75 off 34, but in the end, it was the Sultans that managed to get across the line, winning by 3 runs as Abbas Afridi held his nerve, as we mentioned before. And someone who's been good enough to join us here at the Pitch Side studio is Karen Pollard, along with Mark Butcher, just to chat through all things that game. My goodness, the ebbs and flows in momentum at the end of that one. Surely your experience was helping out that young bowler in that last over there.
Well, I could only say words. He still has to go out and execute. But yeah, I thought, at the end, it came out to be a pretty exciting match. I thought we'd have done, a lot in the first, in the back end of the 10 overs, the second 10, coming into the last couple overs. But, they had Imad there who was seeing the ball big, and, he took us right down to the wire.
Oh, it certainly was a high-scoring affair there, but a lot of swings and momentum, which was so interesting for us to watch. What did you make of the wicket? And we kind of thought that perhaps there were a few runs left wanting out there, considering what a start you got off to.
Yeah, obviously, 190 odd, batting first, you always think that you're in with a chance. But I thought the pitch throughout the entire 5 games that you've played here has been fantastic for both batters. Once the bowlers was able to execute, we were able to sort of get over the line. But, from a batter's perspective, I thought they were really, really good. It's about pacing your innings. And sometimes it's a bit difficult when you walk into bat and have to try to hit, from ball 1. But, having said that, these things happen. But overall, I thought it was very good cricket, from us.
Game was won by small margins in the end. I mean, Karachi would probably look back on some fielding errors and some problems that they had out there in their first half. But what do you think about that bowling-wise, how you guys managed to drag it back? Who were the key players there for you after that blistering start from Vince?
I think the slow bowlers in the middle overs, once the field was spread, we were able to try to control the run rate with less boundary balls. And I think the key moment in that game was the run out with Vince, with Haider Ali. At that position, obviously Haider's a young guy, but he needs to learn quickly. He needs to sacrifice himself. Vince is going at over 220 strike rate, and I think that was the difference, in the game tonight.
And Captain Rizwan as well with an amazing 100. It was a slow starting innings for him, but he really picked up momentum and truly got you to that 196 total, which was of course competitive in the end.
Yeah, of course. But when you look at it, you have to look at partnerships. The start, yes, he was a bit slow, but Shan got off to a pretty decent start. He hasn't been getting runs in the last couple of games, and we knew that, and we continued to back him because he's a quality player. And Rizwan showed, the quality player that he is, understanding at that particular time that he needs to just knock it around. And when he needed to accelerate, he went bums. 50 odd in about maybe 20 balls in his second 50, so that gave us the momentum.
And talk about the 12th man being the Multan crowd. Obviously, they haven't had a lot of HPL, PSL games here, but they were just incredible tonight, weren't they? Yeah, they were. I think all throughout the 5 games, they have been fantastic, and they sort of help us as well. These guys have been starving, for cricket, and to come here, and I thought they got 5 good games of cricket throughout the last 10 days or so. So kudos to them, and thank you for coming out and support us. And thank you so much for entertaining us. You've just been wonderful, and we'll let you go because I believe you're heading straight off to Karachi. So congratulations on another stellar win, and can't wait to see you guys in the second half of the tournament.
Thank you very much.
All right, well, the master blaster for today's match is undoubtedly James Vince. Well, he was just incredible, wasn't he, Butch? 7 4s and 6 6s. He looked like he was about to absolutely take the game away from the Sultans.
I mean, it was a truly magnificent innings. I mean, he chanced his arm in the very first exchanges. One skewed off over the outside edge of the bat over third man for 4, but from that moment on, he just found the timing and the rhythm of his innings very quickly.
He certainly was in absolutely scintillating form. I mean, to be none for 76 off the power play and to unfortunately not go on and win the game, as Waqar Younis comes and joins us as well. I mean, what an incredible innings it was from him, and you'd be devastated for the Karachi Kings fans to have not got across the line in that particular game today.
Yeah, they were in control most of the time, most of the evening, and it was just that they couldn't finish the game. I mean, it was such a game that anybody could have won the game, and you know, both teams deserves you know, big round of applause because they both were outstanding today. I mean, the bowlers were under pressure. The batters have their say. Rizwan was outstanding. I mean, you couldn't have asked for more, and the best crowd we saw today. So outstanding day.
Yeah, it was absolutely incredible, wasn't it? And if we have a look at the HBL PSL stats, well, they're coming thick and fast at the moment. But check this one out from James Vince today. And it was the fastest 50 in Season 8 of the HBL PSL so far. Mark Butcher, didn't he do it in style?
He's just a magnificent player. I mean, he's a leader of men, great leader of men, and I think perhaps Karachi Kings could use him a little bit more on that front. But when it comes to batting, when he gets into full flow, he's as good to watch as anybody. And it was just unfortunate, wasn't it, that little misunderstanding with the run-out that sort of sawed his innings off, because he might well have finished it with 3 or 4 overs to go if he carried on any longer.
Oh, he was absolutely brilliant, wasn't he, Waka?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen him play well before. He was outstanding.
Yeah, he was absolutely brilliant. Well, stick with us as... Well, stick with us. There's plenty more to unpack here at the Pitchside Studio just after the short break.
What a match that was. You had to witness that. One of the best up till now in HBL PSL Season 8. Multan Sultans winning this one by just 3 runs. And that is courtesy our player of the match. And no guesses who that could be.
What a night he had, Mohammad Rizwan. Stunning, stunning evening. Took him a long while to get going. In fact, we wondered if perhaps he'd left his run a little bit too late. The second half of his innings, his strike rate went up alarmingly. And in the end, he got his team over the line. And it wasn't just the batting either. Catch he took behind the stumps, standing up to the spin bowlers, was absolutely stunning as well. Captained his team superbly also.
Just a quick one from you. I mean, how his transformation has been as a batter up in the order, whether franchise or when he's wearing Pakistan colours.
Yeah, outstanding. I mean, most of the time he's out there all 40 overs, keeping and batting. You know, today, as Butch said, that he started off a little slow, and I think the pitch was also a little bit slow. It just got better and better as the evening progressed. So I think it was just one of his best knock, and he'll probably agree with that. And not only the wicket keeping, batting, but also captaincy. I thought he kept himself really, really cool. He wasn't really rushing into things, and you know, got over the line at the end. Brilliant.
Yeah, exactly. This game was so difficult to decide. I mean, it's just moving from one side to another. So for our switched on moment, all our guys got together and said, this moment has to be the switched on moment, because that completely changed the momentum of the game.
Well, things were going quite smoothly at this stage, and presence of mind, I think from the fielder Amir, I thought he was just outstanding. He just balanced himself quite nicely, and Vince was playing so well. All he needed was maybe a few more overs, maybe 3 or max 4. He would have, you know, taken the game away from them.
Which I was talking to Rizwan at the post-match. I was just saying that this is probably one of those games their bowling has been tested, and now their whole outfit is now battle-hardened, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I don't think they passed with flying colours at the death there. There were, you know, a little bit of panic set in, the 2 younger guys. And I do wonder, there's one thing I was thinking at the time, at the back of the commentary box, that Rizwan might have taken Nishanullah out after he bowled the 16th and left him to bowl the 19th, maybe. But as it happened, the 2 young guys who, you know, got a bit panicky, high no balls, wides, etc., almost gave the game away. But the most important thing was that they got over the line in the end. And their fielding stood up to things in the heat of the battle for most of the evening, whereas Karachi's did not, and that's partly the reason why they lost the game in the end.
Indeed, that's right. Okay, time for us to take a break. We'll thank Bush. We'll see you in Lahore, up and fresh. And now, on the other side of the break, we'll quickly have some more look into this match, and then we'll take you to the tournament and the games ahead. वेलकम बैक वंस अगेन। ये है पिच साइड स्टूडियो और आज कराची ने बड़ा जोर लगाया। कुछ विकेट्स गिरी लेकिन पहुंच नहीं पाया, 3 रन पीछे रह गए। लेट्स हैव अ लुक एट द फॉलो विकेट्स जो कि मरीना हमें डिस्क्राइब करके बताएंगी।
शानदार आगाज किया था कराची ने, जिस तरह की हो रही थी। ये सेकंड विकेट है जो रन आउट हुआ था विंस का, और यहीं से पासा पलटा था। बहुत ही सुसाइडल रन आउट था। उसके बाद हैदर अली कट करना चाह रहे थे, लेट हो गए। खुशदिल ने बहुत अच्छी बॉलिंग कराई, थोड़ा सा मोमेंटम वापस मुल्तान की जानिब खींचा था। वेड पहली विकेट गिरी थी और ये बहुत ही उम्दा कैच था, डाइंग कैच था, लेकिन कैरन पोलार्ड ने जिस तरह के फील्डर हैं, अपनी रेपुटेशन उन्होंने लेट डाउन नहीं किया। और बैन कटिंग ये कह सकते हैं कि बाउंड्री की तरफ जा रहे थे, लेकिन जिस तरह के रिएक्शन दिए कैरन पोलार्ड ने, अच्छी बॉलिंग का साथ अच्छी फील्डिंग भी देखने को मिली हमें।
जैसा कि मैंने कहा, बड़ा जोर लगाया कराची ने, लेकिन पीछे रह गए कहीं। इनकी जो चेस था उसमें जो खास था वो एक था स्पेल, जिसमें विकेट तो कोई नहीं मिली, लेकिन 4 ओवर में 17 रन दिया। नाम नहीं बताऊंगा, तेज तरीन डिलीवरी उनकी है, 147.8।
देखिए, पहले मैच से इन्होंने अपना एक टेरर तो जमा दिया है, इसमें तो कोई शक नहीं है। आई मीन, तेज भी करते हैं, और अब जब उन्होंने लेंथ का सीख लिया और अच्छी लेंथ पे करते हैं तो और मुश्किल डालते हैं। एहसानुल्लाह
जब मैच बिल्कुल कांटे का चल रहा हो और बहुत ज्यादा प्रेशर हो, तो प्रेशर सिर्फ बैटर बॉलर पे नहीं, फील्डर्स पे भी होता है। और ऐसे टाइम पे कैचेस अच्छे लिए जाएं तो फिर क्या ही बात है। सेफ हैंड्स चेकआउट करते हैं।
फील्डिंग बहुत बड़ा डिफरेंस रही है दोनों टीम्स में। ये बैक ऑफ द हैंड कराया था अब्बास ने, और ये बहुत ही उम्दा कैच था। शोएब मलिक अगर रह जाते तो कराची के ज़्यादा चांसेस होते, लेकिन बहुत जल्दी जज किया और डाइव किया। कैरन पोलार्ड जैसे फील्डर है, उन्होंने मुल्तान सुल्तान को टीम गेम में वापस लाने में बहुत मदद की आज फील्डिंग में, और उतनी ही उम्दा सेलिब्रेशन इनकी।
विंस की स्पीड से मैं शो कर रहा हूं इस वक्त। आपको ब्रेक की तरफ लेके चलते हैं। विल कम बैक विद मोर। एक बार फिर खुशामदीद पिच साइड स्टूडियो में। और जाने से पहले आपके लिए अगर ये ना शेयर किया तो फिर मजा नहीं आएगा। ये जो पूरा स्टेडियम रहा है मुल्तान का, इन्होंने दिल खुश कर दिया। रिंग साइड व्यू में चेकआउट कीजिए। ये जो पहला लेग रहा, खासतौर पर मुल्तान में जो 5 मैच हुए, इतना जबरदस्त टर्न आउट। आज भी फुल हाउस था। इन लोगों ने पूरे पुरजोश तरीके से अपनी टीम को, मुल्तान सुल्तान को और विजिटर्स को सपोर्ट किया और जान डाल दी इस सेगमेंट में। ओके, मसालेदार मोमेंट, अगेन अ टफ वन। कौन सा होना चाहिए जिससे पता चले कि भाई मैच बदल गया, लेकिन हमने कहा जी आखिरी जो शॉट था उसने ही फैसला करना था कौन जीतेगा। तो लेट्स हैव अ लुक।
ब्लॉकबस्टर मैच था आज। आगाज भी मुल्तान लेग का बहुत आला हुआ और एंड भी, और ये सेलिब्रेशन काफ़ी क्रूशल ये ओवर था, और रिजवान ने ट्रस्ट किया अब्बास के ऊपर और उन्होंने डिलीवर भी किया। ज़बरदस्त मोमेंटम कैरी करके ये लेग ख़त्म किया मुल्तान सुल्तान ने। डिज़र्व करते थे, जिस तरह बॉलिंग की, फील्डिंग की, बैटिंग की, ये विक्ट्री डिज़र्व ज़रूर करते थे, क्योंकि बिल्कुल कराची के वो कहते हैं ना, मुंह से छींच के लाए थे ये जीत।
जहाँ इस ओवर में कुछ वाइट बॉल्स हुई, प्रेशर रहा अब्बास पे, लेकिन इवेंचुअली इन्होंने जीत हासिल हुई और उन्होंने बचा लिए वो रन्स। इस मैच को जीत लिया 3 रन से। ओके बहुत ज़्यादा मज़ा आया। अपने गेस्ट का मैं शुक्रिया अदा करूंगा, वकार यूनुस और ऑफ कोर्स मरीना का, और आप लोगों से लाहौर में भी आप लोगों के साथ सिलसिला जारी रहेगा। आपको भी मज़ा आया होगा। ये मुल्तान लेक बड़ी शानदार रही है।
देखिए, मुल्तान लेक तो हमेशा से अच्छी रही है और हमेशा ही इस तरह का क्राउड आया। और अब चैलेंज ये है कि लाहौर, पिंडी, कराची क्या इसको चैलेंज और या इसको मैच कर सकेंगे? आई डाउट इट।
I doubt it. Okay.
I doubt it.
This is the Bihari link speaking.
Yeah, whatever you call it.
चुनौती दे दी है इन्होंने सबको।
Okay, so here we are. Thank you so much. आप लोगों ने हमारा साथ दिया, यहाँ पर मौजूद थे, बड़ा मजा आया। HPL PSL 8 में और बहुत सारे शाहकार, बहुत सारे मैचेस बाकी हैं, लेकिन मुल्तान लेक शानदार रहा। आपको झलकियां दिखाते हैं HPL PSL की सुपर मोमेंट्स में कितना शानदार एक्शन है। अपना ख्याल रखिए। अल्लाह हाफिज।
We are in Multan for this opening encounter between the Multan Sultans and the Lahore Qalandars. At a magnificent opening ceremony.
Has he got enough for this? He has.
HBL PSL half-century for Mohammad Rizwan.
That's his shot, but he's picked him out. Kyron Pollard is it. Straight away, first ball, what a welcome into the team. He has 5 wickets. What a performance.
Really close, yeah.
45th 50, and that's his 8th in HPL PSL. There you go, 50 for Riley Russo.
Picked up and gone all the way for 6. Another wicket. Rizwan comes down and goes bang.
50.
Oh, that's big. That is big.
It's 50 up for Liv Miller.
Big appeal and given.
Goes quick, and that is 4.
Fashan Masood, his 8th PSL 50.
Back-to-back 4s.
That's his second 100 in his career. What a man, what a player.
Oh, that's gone all the way. What a way to bring up a 50. This could be out. This could be out. Brilliant. Brilliant. What a victory. In the end, should have been comfortable.